Hello, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen of the internet. How's it going? You guys are doing well. I'm your host, Vulcan. We're here today to play some Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker. That's right. We are back at it again. And we are about to take on, I think, what is supposed to be a long sequence in the game. I'm not... It felt like it. Well, it's feeling like pretty important part of the game, being that we all gathered, the entire Eorzean free company gathered in Garabania in preparation for the Garlemald invasion, which we're about to start here in a little bit. So, in any case, I hope you guys are all well. We've got our third cup of coffee, I think. I think this is my third cup. And yeah, we're about to do a whole lot of stuff and things in the game. That's right. Yeah, but I hope all of you are having a lovely day so far. Let me just see. First of all, I do want to see if my camera is bright enough. Might be. Yeah, that might be a little bit better. Hello, Neon. Thank you for watching the stream on Twitch and YouTube. It looks like you've decided. Well, I don't know if you already had a Twitch account, but I see you there. Thank you for making it. Thank you for making it to the stream. You're right on time. We're just about to start. It's a pleasure to see you again. Ooh, it's the Garabania screen here. This concept art, I love it. Alrighty. Yo. We're gonna be doing we're gonna be taking on a long part of the game, I think. Everyone's gathered up here, including the Frog of Light. Holy Froge. All right, here we go. This is it. This is our last chance to make ready before we set forth. You needn't worry about Urianger and I. We still have what we wore in Garlemald before. Estinian claims to be quite warm and toasty beneath his armor, and since he spent a fair bit of time up north recently as well, I have no reason to doubt his words. Most of the others will be borrowing Grand Company stock. The rest of you could do likewise, I suppose, provided you're not overly concerned with style. Not to put too fine a point on it, but I wouldn't be seen dead in one of those ridiculous overcoats. If only I had time to find something to my liking. Hark! Is that the cry of scions in need of a tailor, I hear? In need of a tailor? Oh, Tatar, not Tatar. No, Tatar, yeah. What am I talking about? The chosen frog. But how?
I have my ways. Oh, yes, indeed. You thought you could sneak off to Ilsabard without telling me. Ha! Nothing escapes my notice. Now you will wear these garments I've made for you, whether you like it or not.
Ribbit. You never cease to amaze. But why do you need a new outfit as well? Wait, are you coming with us?
What? No, of course not, silly. It's all in the name of fashion. Rather, the pursuit of the highest quality fashion. Besides, how can I expect others to wear my creations if I've never worn them myself? Worn them? Oh. I did have one other thing to share.
How do you even say that name?
Agnes and Bluumweeda have finally returned from assignments at faraway lands. I'll be staying at the Rising Stones for a while to keep an eye on events throughout Teorzia. Oh, since they'll be running things back at headquarters, I was wondering if I could lend a hand in Charlene.
Oh, why not? You can keep Kryl company in the Baldesian Annex. Yes, we'd love to have you there. And I heard Egmus and Bluumweeda did a fine job carrying it on in our stead while we were lying comatose. With them in charge of the Rising Stones, we've nothing to worry about.
My thoughts exactly. Also, while I'm confident you won't go collapsing again, because a certain someone who shall remain nameless isn't in a position to transport your souls to another world, if anything similarly disastrous were to happen, I'll be well positioned to do something about it. Anyway, I've got a few things to take care of, and then I'll make my way to Charlene. I really do hope these new clothes are enough to keep you warm in Garlemald. It's not much, but it's the only thing I can do for you, other than pray for your safe return, which I will, every day.
Let's not keep the contingent waiting any longer. Ribbit.
Here are your winter woolies, handcrafted by yours truly.
Thank you. Thank you, you little shit. Much appreciated.
Ribbit.
Huzzah!
Ooh la la. 안녕하세요, Reem-chan. How are you today, Reem? A frosty reception. Tataru's desperately trying to retain her composure as she prepares to set you off on another perilous journey. What happened to Valorant? I've never played Valorant. I've always played Overwatch 2, but never ever have I played Valorant. No. I know, I'm aware that XG performed for the Valorant finals. I love XG as a J-pop group. But just because they've performed for Valorant doesn't mean that I want to play Valorant. But XG is one of the best OGs. Yes. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. Tell me if you want to fly. Faster than the speed of light. If you know, you know. Right.
I'm told the airship pilot has been sent to meet you. Ah, there he is. All right, this is where we go our separate ways. Do be careful, won't you? Ugh.
You sound like TikTok text-to-speech guy. True that. No, you know. Okay, what about the lady though? Should I try to do the lady voice? That moment when you watch a new K-pop group perform at your favorite concert. That moment when a Karen appears in the K-pop concert crowd. Something like that. When you get your Tim Hortons order, but it's messed up. It's an honor to finally meet you. We of the Garland Iron Works will be ferrying you and your contingent across the mountains and into Garlemald. For many of us, it will be something of a homecoming. Our illustrious founder was only our most notable Imperial defector. For that reason, the company is committed to the success of this expedition. Our resources are at your disposal, and if there is aught we might do to be of further assistance, please do not hesitate to ask. If you are ready to depart, I will ready the engines. Upon boarding the airship, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It is recommended that you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety and to further have no real-life time left. In addition, you will be required to participate in battle. Your progress will be saved at certain points. In the event that you are defeated, you will be able to try again from the most recent of these. Please note that if you enter battles associated with other quests to log out of the game, you will be royally fucked. Duty calls. Commence battle for a frosty reception. Level sync is in effect. If you are above the maximum allowed level, it will be synced as follows. So, okay. Here goes. Stupid autocorrect. I'm just here and there busy with work. Oh, okay. Serious business is ahead, guys. Brace yourselves. We're going to Golem mode.
Ilsabad, divided in twain by a vast mountain range. Those who would traverse its jagged peaks face peril at every step. But why go by foot when one can simply fly? On the outskirts of the Imperial capital, in the frozen wastes of the Magna Glacius, the winds howl in icy protest, as if to warn against further trespass.
We've received word from Thancred's reconnaissance party. They've sighted a detachment of heavily armed Imperials.
Survivors of the Civil War, perhaps?
Perhaps, but there is more to it than that. Maxima reports that they're led by Vergilia, legatus of the 3rd Legion, which comprises the bulk of their number. However, they are also joined by several members of the 1st.
From what I recall, the 3rd Legion fought for Nerva in the War of Succession following Varus's death. The 1st, on the other hand, were under the direct command of the Emperor and rejected Nerva's claim to the throne. These legions were enemies.
Indeed. In fact, our sources claim that it was a conflict between them that sparked the Civil War. Yet now, these former foes cooperate to defend a ruined Garlemald from invasion.
Then it is all but certain they have been tempered.
So, what's the plan? If me and my crew is out reaving, we charge straight in, no messing about. But that ain't what we're here for.
Quite right. Soldiers or no, they are people of Garlemald, the very ones we have come to aid. Direct confrontation is unavoidable. Nevertheless, we must make every effort to limit casualties on both sides. Rather than kill them, I would remove them from the field.
How so? Savage beatings, disarmament, and imprisonment? Not impossible, but easier said than done in the heat of battle.
Having observed the opposition, I imagine Thancred had something to suggest?
He did. He and the other scouts have already infiltrated a supply depot some distance beyond the Imperial detachment's current position. Stored within is a stockpile of Magitech armaments, and once we give the signal, Thancred's team will destroy them all. In so doing, we will deprive frontline troops of materiel, and likely force the detachment to send men to investigate.
Divide and conquer. Not a bad idea.
Once the scouts have finished their preparations, we will split into 2 groups. The first will form the vanguard, while the other brings up the rear with our supplies. As for the Scions, I ask that you lend your assistance where you deem it needed most. I would prefer, however, that you accompany the rearguard and be prepared to join the van at a moment's notice. Kept in reserve as our trump card, so to speak.
Okay. Meanwhile, at the Imperial Supply Depot. That's a cool outfit. I like his gear.
Your proposal was well received. More specifically, they asked that we destroy the Imperial's toys in as spectacular a fashion as possible.
Miss Stoller always did have a flair for the dramatic. She's not an easy woman to please, but I shall do my best to satisfy her thirst for fireworks. All right. Once more for my peace of mind. Our first objective will be to rig the enemy's Magitech with explosives. After we've withdrawn to a safe distance, we'll detonate them remotely.
Oh, welcome back, Neon.
Our second will be to issue a deactivation command to the automated units via the control terminal. If our calculations are correct, this signal should reach those deployed on the front line, giving our friends a much-needed upper hand. The blizzard will help us stay hidden, so let's aim to get in and out before it passes. Trust in the plan, and we should all live to see tomorrow.
In the meantime, I will relay messages back and forth as the situation unfolds. You'll forgive me if I ask again, but are you certain you wish to play the lone wolf?
Wouldn't have it any other way. Call it foolish and reckless if you like, but I'll get the job done. I always do.
Very well. I wish you the best of luck.
Oh, we get to play as Thancred. In the coming battle, you'll fight as Thancred. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Assuming there is nothing else you wish to confirm, we may commence the mission as soon as you are ready. Go over the finer details of the plan. In the coming battle, you will fight as Thancred. You have two objectives. Place explosives on the Imperial Magitech. Deactivate the frontline Magitech units via the control terminal. Okay. If the guards detect and pursue you, enemy forces will become more aware of the threat you pose, as indicated by the threat awareness gauge. The gauge will gradually fill until you defeat all alerted enemies. If the gauge is completely filled, the guards will call for reinforcements and the mission will end in failure. Use swift deception to avoid detection as you go about completing your objectives. Learn about mission exclusive actions. Success in this mission hinges on the following points. Swift deception renders Thancred invisible and increases his movement speed. While active, enemy soldiers and Magitech will be unable to perceive Thancred's presence, even if they are within close proximity. However, it has no effect on the guard dogs' acute sense of smell, and they will be able to detect Thancred regardless. Moreover, this action can only be used outside of combat. It will also be unavailable when Thancred attempts to deactivate Magitech fields or execute certain other actions. Thancred's silent takedown will instantly render a soldier unconscious. It can only be used while Swift Deception is in effect. Though it cannot be used on Magitech or guard dogs, utilizing silent takedown whenever possible is essential in clearing a path to your objectives. As guard dogs can detect Thancred even when Swift Deception is active, you can instead use a bewilderment bomb to distract them and sneak past unnoticed. Conversely, bewilderment bombs have no effect on Magitech or soldiers, so take care to choose the right tool for the situation. Got it. Commence mission. Are you ready?
Keep your wits about you.
Filtrate this.
We only have one shot at this, so let's make it count.
Okay, where do I go? Where do I go? Oh. 2 on the gate. Could get messy if I'm not careful. So... oh shit. Silent takedown. Huh? Where's the gauge? Oh, threat awareness is on the bottom. Got it. Silent takedown is number... there you go. Okay. Fine. This guy is incapacitated. What does that do? Nothing. Alright, let's just take this person down for the time being. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I guess we'll do the same thing with that guy. Bam, bam, bam. Go about taking care of this. I wonder if they wake up from that status or not. Doesn't seem to be that way so far. All right. Just gonna go ahead and do it one more time against that person, and then we'll be up. Good. We're gonna go that way. What now? There's 2 of them. Silent takedown. Okay. Just gonna... oh god.
7 hells.
Alright, it's alright. We'll do it. We'll figure it out. Figure it out. We're gonna kill this person. All good. Threat gauge. Okay, it's actually increasing. Okay, so let's throw a bomb over here. That didn't do fucking jack. Let's try throwing that bomb again. Whenever I'm ready. Whimper. Oh, so it actually incapacitates the doggo. Got it. Okay. We're gonna take this guy down. Bam. Bam, bam, bam. This thing is moving over there. The Magitech Slasher. Gonna do that. We're gonna wait for it to move. Then we'll take care of this thing. Yeah. There you go. That should do the trick. Now to hide and send word. Oh. That was it?
This is Thancred. The explosives are in place.
Very good. All is proceeding as planned.
Right.
Head to the control terminal. It should be to the northwest.
Okay.
Understood. Have the others wait at the rendezvous point.
Access the control terminal. Oh, uh-oh. All right. Do it again. Deactivate that. Get in here. Really quick. Oh boy, there's a lot of stuff happening. I guess we should just try to go that way. Yeah. Alright, we're just gonna kill you.
Damn, spotted.
What does Nebula do? Oh, reduces damage. Uh-huh. Alright. Okay. We're gonna take that thing down over there. That person. We're gonna mess with that dude. What the hell? No effect on Magitech soldiers. Oh shit. We gotta go over there, huh? Oh no. That thing runs really fast. We want to take this one down. Oh, wait a minute. Ah,
spotted.
Some bitch. Okay. Let's try this. Gonna wait it out. For that one. We're gonna wait. Well, oh god, oh god, oh god. I keep running this way. Oh, the dog is gonna see me though. Ah!
Must be losing my touch.
Dang it. Gotta kill it quickly. Quick enough. There you go. Last one. Burn down the control terminal. We're halfway on the bar, though. Not very good for us. All right. Oh, no. Okay. We've got to figure out a way to take care of that control terminal. Can't scoot over here. I need to quickly take care of that. Oh my lord! That's in disabling. Oh. Withdraw from the supply depot. Oh. That's all we had to do. Got it. Woo! Awesome stuff. Good work.
You are returned, and none the worse for wear, to my considerable relief.
That's right.
What news from our comrades?
They stand at the ready.
Excellent. and let the fireworks begin.
Woo! Bam. Michael Bay. Michael Bay explosions. Explosion after explosion. A few moments later, at the rear of the Ilsabad contingent supply caravan. Oh. Okay.
The blizzard's beginning to clear.
Mm-hmm.
The Vanguard should be engaging the Imperials any moment now, if they haven't already. Ishtola and the others are with them, so I'm sure they'll be all right, but...
Uh-oh.
Wait! Something's coming!
Shit.
Oi, oi! Looks like we ain't the only ones who sent out scouts. Keep them away from the carriages! We lose those, and we're as good as dead!
It's music.
Fighters! Protect the others! A brief respite, but stay alert. Keep the carriages safe.
What impeccable timing! Fear not, friends! The savior of Ishgard is here!
A fine display, but the other carriages are still in danger. Go on ahead. We'll hold the line.
We're the only ones turn, we put our backs into it then! I've been itching for this. We're fine. I'm ready for more. Hear that? Get to the front and turn the tide.
Meanwhile, on the front line.
Removed from the field was not a euphemism for enthusiastically murder.
It's nothing that won't heal in time. The trouble is, their tempering has made them utterly fearless. Subduing them would be easier if they had the capacity to submit in the first place.
Well, this is the path our young charges would have us walk, and that we all agreed to follow. You knew it would be hard, yet still you pledged your lance, did you not?
That I did.
That's for Gilia. Damn it. I need to help the others take her down.
There's no end to them!
The Frog of Light is here to save the day!
I was wondering when you'd turn up.
Ribbit.
There's no stopping us now. Come on. Let's show them what we're made of.
Ribbit. Ribbit. Ribbit.
We have them now! Forward!
Right! Let them have it!
That's a raging ball! That's her! Virgilia!
Hey, Shogunu, welcome to the stream. Thank you for tuning in. How's it going? Thank you for stopping by.
Before the sun!
Woo! Holy guacamole. Giant meteor. Woohoo! Alright, baby. Where did the legatus go? The one we were fighting.
The worthy adversary. Rest, recover, reclaim yourself. Then we will fight again, to the death. Sadu had tone.
That was the last of them. The day is ours, thanks to your timely arrival. What of the supply caravan?
Yeah, I guess the legatus died too. Yeah.
Outmaneuvered, but not outmatched. Good. Let us take the Imperials into custody and rejoin our comrades. And soon we shall arrive at the capital.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Ba-da-da-da-da-da.
So cold and unforgiving. Thus spoke Emperor Solus as he gazed upon his barren domain.
Thank you for watching, Neon. We'll see you on the next one. Thank you for hanging out. We were happy to have you.
800 years it had been since the Garleans first set foot here. Bested by the Kavosi, after centuries of war and driven from fertile southern pastures into the blasted northern wastes. In that garden of desolation, they clung to one another for warmth. Freezing, hungry, desperate, hated. The chosen forsaken. In the year 1513 of the 6th Astral Era, a young legatus named Solace single-handedly sparked the Magitech Revolution. How did he conceive the machina that feed on ceruleum? Once a common, soft-spoken soldier, how had he so quickly ascended through the ranks? Like so many others, those who knew the truth are gone. Taking in the capital with his eyes for the first time, I recall thinking to myself, far colder on the earth than in the heavens. Yes, far colder indeed. Bitterly so.
Not so much as a whisper.
The roads leading beyond the city walls would have been used less in recent years. Nevertheless, this was one of the most important gateways into the capital.
A buzz day and night with activity, aye. Merchants passing through the checkpoint, many of them stopping at the local hostelries.
Surely they cannot all have been tempered.
We can consider the question after we have made camp. If we spend any longer outside, we may well freeze to death where we stand. The tempered Imperials, too.
This will be our temporary base of operations. Secure shelter for ourselves and the injured, and dispatch scouts to survey the surrounding area.
If we're planning on staying here a while, we ought to give this place a proper name.
Well, the constant sound of ice cracking underfoot makes me think of broken glass. An apt name, perhaps. But enough of this. To work, everyone!
Camp broken glass. Really? You couldn't have come up with a better name than that? Okay. Well then. Sorry. I'm feeling rather unwell. We must remain as mobile as we are able in such temperatures as these. I fear that if we stand still for too long, the ice and snow may freeze our very bones. Don't go shouting this about, but the truth is, during the occupation of Alamigo, I was an Imperial conscript. Still, for all the sleepless nights they've given me, my experiences during those long, awful years might finally be put to good use.
I knew we'd find the capital in a bit of a poor state, what with the aftermath of the Civil War and a veritable army of darkness skulking about. But this is just ridiculous. No one said anything about automated war machina stalking the ruins. Mind you, if anyone's brave enough to take them on, they should serve as a decent source of spare parts and whatnot. The machinists will be chuffed to bits. I travel around with the troops, purveying my wares wherever they go. I'm still setting up shop, but come back later and I'd be happy to do business with you.
Okay. Okay.
Shouldn't be long before we have a half-decent camp with so many helping hands. I was concerned the snow might hinder our progress, but our Ishgardian friends are used to working in conditions like these. Greetings, Storm Captain Luthgard. If you wish to know aught of the current situation, you've come to the right person. The name's Rakilda of the Alamegan Resistance. When I was offered a place in the Ilsebard contingent, I leapt at the opportunity. If you're wondering why I'd be so eager to aid the people of Garlemald, the reason is simple. Like the rest of Girabania, my hometown, a waypoint oft used by travelers, was under occupation. Times were hard, but they could have been a lot worse if not for one particular Imperial. Although his fellow soldiers were quick to dish out a beating, he stood up for the townspeople without regard for his own reputation and safety. Thanks to him, my family made it to the end of the war more or less unscathed, and this is my way of returning the favor. This camp takes its name from the ice covering the ground that cracks wherever you step on it, much like breaking glass. To think that the Garleans made their home in this blasted wasteland all those years ago, and not only live but thrive. It's given me a newfound appreciation for their hardiness and their determination to survive against the odds. The determination. All right. Between guarding our supplies and keeping an eye on the Tempered as they undergo treatment, was certainly kept busy. Our comrades certainly haven't wasted any time establishing a base of operations. It's not only the Tempered that need care. A fair few of our own are wounded on the Magna Glacies. If only we hadn't needed to defend the supply caravan, a lot more of us could have joined the front line.
Gods, this place is cold. We have our share of chilly nights on the steppe, but I've never experienced anything like this before.
Many of us took quite a beating on the Magna Glacies, but we all helped each other hobble through the snow and wind, sparing nary a thought for which delegation we each belonged to. From now, we're all firm comrades, through thick and thin.
I'm the quartermaster here. It's my job to make sure the camp remains both well supplied and well maintained. Thank you.
We have come too far, risked too much to worry solely about our own hides, for there is so much more at stake. We finally managed to set up camp after marching through all that snow. I hope that whoever lived here doesn't mind us using the buildings for shelter. I hope not. What's over here? Nothing? Nothing of value? No? Alright.
Get in our car. Got winter tires, my dudes. Got them winter tires. We Domans owe our freedom to our Eorzean allies, and I was one of many to volunteer for this endeavor. We will be glad to lend our assistance wherever it is needed. Okay. Hello. Hell's bells, this place is bloody freezing. Rather be tied to the topmast in a storm than suffer this cold any longer. Anyone what can spare me a swig of rum? That'll sort me right out.
The tempered soldiers are sleeping soundly while they undergo treatment. There are too many to attend at once, but I and the other healers will see to all eventually.
Once everything is in place, we will discuss our next move. This is all that remains of Laterum. Homes become empty husks. If this is the state of the outlying villages, I dread to think what has become of the capital.
We've asked the Ironworks members and some of our other comrades to stay with the airships. In the event we are discovered, we must be ready to move them swiftly to a safer location.
Roban taught me a lot about military strategy during exercises in the fringes. Coordinating units with wildly different capabilities, surveying and securing hostile terrain, that sort of thing. Now I have the chance to put his teachings into practice.
Virgilia's in our care, along with the rest of the Tempered. Glory to Garlemald, glory to Garlemald. They still whisper in their sleep, even as they writhe in pain. Yes.
Hello?
In spite of the obstacles we faced, our plan proceeds apace. Just a little farther and we will reach the capital itself. Still, we mustn't get ahead of ourselves. As soon as the camp has been made fit for purpose, we are to discuss a course of action with Lucia. Would you mind asking Ashtola and Graha to join us in that building to the northeast of the camp? Alize and I will meet you there.
All right. Let's do it. All right. A meeting? Yes, I'll make my way over here once my head has cleared. In truth, I've been feeling out of sorts since we arrived. The air is thick with a palpable aura of malevolence. There's the monstrous tower on the horizon, jagged, hideous, unholy. Even at this distance, its presence is overwhelming, much like the sensation I felt in the tower of Zot, only far more terrifying. Ether flows unceasingly towards it, converging into a swirling mass of unfathomable power. For a blessing, the constant chill in the air is helping to anchor my senses in the here and now. Tell the others I shall be with you in a few moments.
You will be pleased to know most of the Tempered have been quartered inside the nearby buildings and are receiving treatment as we speak. I do, however, feel no small amount of guilt for commandeering civilian homes. The occupants may be long gone, but everything is exactly as they left it. Considering the length of time that has clearly passed since, one would expect to find them ransacked. Strangely, there are no signs of anything having been stolen.
Possible that everyone fled at the first sign of trouble, though it seems to me they left far too many useful possessions behind. Aye, although there is no conclusive evidence, I strongly suspect they were tempered. Sorry, I was merely thinking out loud. You mentioned a meeting. I will make my way there. Thank you for informing the others of our meeting. When everyone is here, we will begin.
Our present situation is as follows. Efforts to aid the people of Garlemald have begun in earnest. Moreover, having entered into the capital, the Imperial Palace is within our reach.
But before we proceed further, we must learn what has befallen this city, for therein lies the key to understanding and combating the Telophoroid's designs.
I have a suggestion, if I may. Several of the Imperial soldiers we captured on the Magna Glaciers are members of the Populares and acquaintances of mine. Once we have cured them of their tempering, they should be able to give a reliable account of the events leading to the capital's downfall.
A promising idea. I will assist the healers and their ministrations. Of course, I will require a proxy of my own, assuming you can spare one.
Would you like a hand?
No, I am sure we will manage. Better that you take my place in the field. The noxious ether of this place disagrees with me, and as I shall need to draw on my own for the treatment, 'twill be prudent for me to remain within the camp.
This talk of curing the tempered is all well and good, but I reckon the cold is a more pressing concern. All the houses round here are fitted with ceruleum heaters that could keep us warm and toasty. Problem is, the machines seem to have given up the ghost, and if we keep sitting around, freezing our asses off, we'll be next. My smiths reckon that with the right parts, they can have them working again, but it won't be easy.
Understood. The machinists will assist them in the repairs.
The rest of us should either stand watch or survey the area.
We've made our presence known to the Telophoroi. They will be searching for us, if they have not already ascertained our position. That we have seen no sign of them since the battle suggests they have yet to do so. However, I suspect they may be biding their time.
Or perhaps we are beneath their notice.
In any event, we'll find no answers standing around here. Urianger, Estinian and myself have visited Garlemald recently, so we'll lead the reconnaissance efforts. Perhaps bolstered by a few Bosnian and Dalmatian scouts from my previous excursion for good measure.
Don't forget about us Alamegans. We have experienced scouts of our own.
Well now, this is turning out to be a rather sizable team. With such numbers, we should be able to cover a wide area with relative ease, including that surrounding the Imperial Palace. How about you, Graha? I have a feeling we'll find a use or two for that vanishing spell of yours.
'Twould be my honor to be of service, though I doubt that you of all people need rely on my tricks.
That leaves us with guard duty.
As a matter of fact, I have something else in mind for the two of you and Alphino. Between here and the center of the capital lies the Eblan Rhine. I would have you search the area for survivors. Your keen sense of direction, honed in your extensive travels, Should prove useful in navigating the ice fields.
They changed her voice acting? I feel like I'm hearing a different voice actress now. Or Lucia.
This too is a vital task, and I appreciate your willingness to see it done. Rest assured that a serving of hot soup will be waiting for you. You all have your duties. Let us make haste. May the Fury bless and keep you.
There's this odd perception that Ishgardians have lived their whole lives in the snow, but it really wasn't that bad before the calamity. And afterwards, well, I was rarely more than a few paces from a raging fire. This dreadful place, on the other hand, is nothing but cold, cold, cold. And it's my understanding that Ilsabard has always been this way. Gods, can you imagine? Gods be good. If it's this cold with Tataru's clothing, I dread to think how we'd fare without it. I must remember to thank her when next we meet. It makes me realize, too, that while the people of Garlemald have spent their whole lives in conditions like these, even they'd be hard-pressed to survive away from the warmth part of their homes. If there are any survivors, we must find them, and quickly. I've never thought myself much of an explorer, though I suppose my adventures have taken me to all sorts of strange and distant places. With that in mind, traversing an ice field should be a simple feat. Cracks in the snow. Amanda Lane is, as usual, miling about aimlessly. What ho, chums? Been given something to do, have you? As it happens, I too have been ordered to make myself useful. Sounds like rather tall order. Since you ask, where to scour the Eblan Ream for survivors? What? Wander around ice fields on the off chance you'll find someone? You'd take forever to finish the job without the benefit of my expertise, or more specifically, my telescope. Come, friends, I know just the spot to begin our search. I'll probably regret this, but we may as well humor him. Alright. Side quests too. Okay. Oh, we got a coat. Whoa. You got a goddamn coat over here. What does that look like? It's all right. Not the best, not the worst. You know what I'm saying? All right. We are gonna switch out this for that, and bam. Oh my. Oh my Lanta. Epic Froggo. Recommended gear. Wait, 530? Oh, really? I thought I'd had a different thing. I can't believe it. I thought I had a different thing, brothers. Right, we're just gonna do that. Do the glamoring, and we are gonna head out. We're gonna head out once and for all. Yes. Yes. Oh, one of the ether currents of the area. Look at that. We just found our first one. Wow. Okay. All right. Yahoo! Now what do I open again? Oh, ether currents. There it is. Gonna mold. Aha. Hey, 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 hey. Ho, 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 ho. There are 5 related ether current quests in this whole area. Gotcha.
The few buildings I can see don't appear to be residences. They may still warrant investigation, though. I'm surprised by how many wild beasts that are roaming about the place. Perhaps now that the soldiers have gone, they're free to wander and forage as they please.
Right. You're okay. What are you looking for? Here? You found anyone already? Oh, God. Why am I yawning so much?
I spy with my little telescope. A massive sheep thing. Maybe it's a cow. Not that what we're here after, either way. Is that an ether current? Ah, no. Just a wind sprite. Other than that, it's all snow, snow, snow. But no! What do I see o'er yon hillock? There's no mistaking it. That's a girl. A survivor? Show me. Over there, behind that tree. It looks like she's running away from something. Though surely not us. She wouldn't even know we're here unless she had a telescope like mine. All I can tell is that she's wearing a pale green dress. A rather fetching one at that. She'll be long gone by the time we get anywhere near, but we should be able to follow her footprints. I'll let Lucia know where you're heading. Oh, and take these warming tinctures with you. The poor girl must be chilled to the bone, if not on the verge of freezing to death. That's actually very thoughtful, thank you. But what, you need some for yourself? No, I'll be fine. As a man of chivalry, my honor demands I do no less. And lest we forget, the very reason we are here is to protect those in need. Now go, and Godspeed!
Ribbit. I like how I'm just walking instead of running like the Levy or twins. Amazing. Oh, you know what? I want to see what dialogue he has. Where I head out. Also, we can see the moon. I just saw the moon. I saw the full moon. Where doth it disappear? Aha, there it is. It's behind Madeleine.
Why are you still here? If you dally any longer, you will miss your chance to play the hero.
Okay. All right, dude. All right. A trail of fresh footprints lead east. Oh my. Yes. These footprints appear to be the same as those you saw previously, and they lead towards the building. Yes. Indeed. We're getting closer. I'm sure of it. At first, we thought she'd gone inside the building, but the door doesn't look to have been open in some time. Might still be nearby, so we'll keep looking around here. Then again, it's also possible that she ran right past this place. Would you mind searching up ahead? According to the label here, this place was used by those involved with extracting ceruleum. Ceruleum. So cold. It's so very cold around here. What do we have? What are we looking for? She's against the tree. Hiding over there. The girl in the green dress anxiously surveys her surroundings. Were you to call out to her from this distance, it might attract wild beasts to your location. It would be safer to get closer first, but you must do so without drawing her attention. Survey the designated place. The designated place. Follow the girl. Follow the girl from a safe distance. Okay, wait. Before I do that, I gotta go to the bathroom. I suddenly have a mighty need. Go to the bathroom. I'll be back in a few minutes. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. All right, thank you for hanging out and waiting patiently. I decided to make myself some tea. So that's my tea. My tea is brewing in the kitchen. I'm gonna pick it up in a bunch of minutes here. But in the meantime, let me set a timer for my tea. All right, and while we wait for the tea to brew, we can continue the game. Follow the girl from a safe distance. The appearance of yellow turning indicators signify that she will detect you when turning around. Make use of cover such as rocks to approach her without being seen. Similarly, a circular area indicator signifies that you will be detected for following too closely. Should you fail to complete the objective, you may try again by returning to the designated location. Oh, shite. Duty commenced. Not appear on the map while following. Oh, she's over there. Oh, shit. Wait a minute. Okay. Guess we're to follow her.
So far, so good. Who are you? Stay away!
Ah. Fuck. I didn't mean to jump. That was an accident. Dang it. My bad. Oh, man. Where are we going? Oh. All right. We've made it. Girl in green. Hello. Hello.
Phew. Still in one piece.
Oh, God.
Who are you? Stay back. This house is packed with explosives. Take another step and I'll blow this place sky high. Please, we just want to talk. Please. I'm Alphinaud. This is my sister, Alize, and our good friend, Valkyria. We have no intention of hurting or taking anything from you or anyone else. I give you my word. We and our comrades have come to provide aid to the people of Garlemald. Aid? You savages are the ones responsible for all of this. You did this to us. We didn't, I promise you. One of the other reasons we came was to find out what happened here, in fact. The Teleferoi are the ones to blame. They're the ones who've laid waste to Garlemald, and they won't stop. And they won't stop until they've destroyed the entire world. They're the enemy. Our enemy. On our way, we encountered Imperial soldiers who had been made their thralls. Those poor souls are now in our care, and we are striving to cure them of their affliction. You're the first person we've met who wasn't already enslaved. How were you able to escape the Teleferoi's influence? Are there any others like you? I'm sorry. I don't mean to overwhelm you. Let's start with introductions. Can you tell me your name? My name's Licinia. As for how I've managed to stay sane, I've been asking myself the same question ever since that night. And the roar, that terrible roar, and then the screams. I was screaming too, I think. I'm not sure. I can't remember. Then came the silence. Everything was still. It was like waking up from a nightmare. I thought that maybe the fighting had stopped, so I stepped outside. No. If your hells are real, I saw one that day. I ran. Past friends, people I'd known all my life. Eyes vacant. Dead. Staring at the sky. Others were mad and violent. I saw them struggle with soldiers, but didn't stay to watch. I fled, as far as my legs would take me. Do you have family here? Is this their home? No. This is Victor's Spoils, a mansion for retired soldiers. Or it was, but now me and a few others are borrowing it. As for the explosives, I was making that up. I just wanted to keep everyone else safe, and I didn't know if you were. The truth is, our supplies are running low. You said you're here to help. Can you? Of course. Whatever assistance we can provide, we will. Thank you. I'd better tell the others first, though. Wait here. This is everyone.
Licinia says you can be trusted. But these are desperate times. We'd be fools to let foreign troops into our home. Having said that, were you to provide us with means of heating this place as a sign of goodwill, perhaps we could take you at your word. If that is too much to ask, then leave us be. Time to put my firewood gathering skills to use. Could you provide the spark with a little magic, Alizé? We'll have a fire burning in no time. Did we build it under that gazebo? The what? Oh, you mean the boa. Yes, yes. Do as you will. Was a weird ellipses at the end of that dialogue. Okay. Okay, bro. I don't know what you're doing, ma'am. Ma'am, man. All right, I'm gonna go grab my tea. I'll be right back. Oh, I was muted the entire time. Oh my God. Thank you, Sam. You are a godsend. I'm so sorry. No, I can't believe I was... Welcome to the stream, first of all. Thank you so much for noticing that I was muted. But welcome to the broadcast, Sam. Nice to meet you. I can't believe that. This entire time, I was muted. Dang it. I was sipping on my tea here. Doing some voice acting and all. Fuck. Let me do the voice acting again. All's well, with food in my belly and a song in my heart. It's Friday, gonna get down on Friday. Fun, think about fun. The numbness is beginning to subside, though I suspect once the fire dies, it will return with a vengeance. What they need most is a decent meal. We've food back at the camp, but there's the distance to consider. There's something that can be said for Lord Manolane. He's not one to leave others at the mercy of the cold. Of course, being a man of Coethus, I'm sure he is more aware than most of its dangers, but I sense that is not the only reason. Ever since the warm welcome we received at Camp Dragonhead, the hospitality he and his brothers have afforded us has been nothing short of exemplary. Perhaps they aspire to live up to the example set by Lord Edmund. All right. The warming tincture for you, my lord. Warming tincture? I've never heard of such a thing. No harm in trying. But tell me, have you heard aught of the city? Though calling it that seems absurd after what's happened. It's nothing but ruins now. A few buildings while still standing offer no more than meager protection from the wind and snow. Food production, water purification. The magitech that sustained us has come to a grinding halt. What machina that remains operational cannot be run for lack of ceruleum. Of course, Cerulean engines is full of the stuff for all the good it does us. No one here knows the first thing about extraction or refinement. All is well. Yes, never better. Oh, what sweet libation is this? Is it poison by any chance? It was a joke. A joke. I laugh. 'Tis that I may not weep, so said the poet. And alas, my tears would freeze on my cheek ere they fell. We are the blessed damned, to bear witness to the fall of the great empire, while our brethren lie dead, or live on as puppets of the flesh. First came the war, then came the roar. When morning came, Garlemald was no more. In a cacophony of gunfire, explosions and screams was our beloved capital razed to the ground. From the rubble rose the disheveled remnants, and lavish finery caked in ash as they shuffled mindlessly towards the palace, each bearing a fragment of stone or metal, an offering perhaps to the architect of our destruction. The hopeful few tried to reason with the deranged, only to be beaten for their kindness. But I knew better than to plead with the horde. I fled with my health, if not my conscience preserved. Now I wait, my fellow cowards, for our final judgment. Thank you, Sam. Thank you very much. What do you want? What the hell do you want? Huh? A tincture? May as well drink it, I suppose. And welcome to Radio 69 on 69 FM, where we bring the hottest beats. Oh. This is a radio. Don't have them where you come from, I take it. We use them to listen to messages sent by others, or even over great distances. There are different types, but this model is by far the most popular. Made with quality components, crafted with the finest ore. Sourced from Locus Amonis it is. Not all that useful since the capital fell into ruin. People at the broadcasting station must have either fled or ended up like all the others, because we've been hearing the same music being played over and over again. Home beyond the horizon. An ode to the brave men and women sent to reclaim our ancestral homeland of Locus Amonis. We may have founded an empire in these frozen wastes, but we always hoped to take back what was once ours. As a solemn reminder that we must suffer great hardship, better days will surely come. Despite everything, I believe that Emperor Varys yet lives, and that he speaks to us through those radios. It was a cunning strategy, faking his murder. He must have foreseen this catastrophe and chosen to conceal himself, that he may one day make his triumphant return. Yes, I'm sure of it. Emperor Varys would not be defeated so easily. What's that? So this is what you gave the others. Thank you. I'll save it for later. Actually, I have a few things to ask you. Are you part of the group staying in Laterum? I saw Legatus Vergilia's troops heading toward the Magna Glacies a few days ago. Are they the ones you encountered? Kept broken glass, you call it. And Virgilia and her men and Vergilia and her men are all there now. How did you reach the Magna Glacies? Did you cross the mountains on foot? Ribbit. Airships? And there might be a way to...
Yesenia? Where is everyone?
Is something the matter? Ribbit. A voice from inside, you say? You must be imagining things. Everyone's out here. Perhaps the baby Elmasti has found its way into the house. It wouldn't be the first time. Without the soldiers to scare them off, wild animals have been roaming closer to the settlements. Some have been known to attack people too. I've just an idea. If you and yours are strong enough to defeat a Legatus, then surely a few beasts shouldn't pose a threat. If you've a mind to continue helping us, perhaps you could head to the other side of the lake. There's a small group of tappers living there, people whose job was to extract ceruleum. They still do, from what we can tell. I've already tried asking if they would share their fuel with us, but they're not willing to give it away. They want food in exchange, lots of food. And that's something we don't have and we can't get on our own. On top of that, to even reach their den, we'd have to make our way past all those creatures. Would you be willing to go in our place? We only need enough ceruleum to last until the others are strong enough to travel to your camp. If the offer still stands, that is. Oh, and I don't expect you to give up your own supplies. But there might be another way to pay the tappers. Ceruleum you need, then ceruleum you shall have. Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. Thank you so much. To reach Tapper's Den, you'll have to cross the lake. The ice is thick enough to support a person's weight, but if you'd rather not take the risk, you'll need to take the long way around. Finding the entrance can be a bit tricky too, so it's easier to just look for someone standing guard outside. However you decide to head there, please be careful. Not sure what else the tappers might need besides provisions, though I dare say that capable fighters like yourself can offer them other forms of compensation. Culling dangerous beasts, that sort of thing. Okay. Lego. Yep. Excuse me. Excuse me. Da 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 da. How the bloody hells did you find us here? And who are you? Come here from across the ice fields, did ya? But we better hope you weren't followed by any of them crazed soldiers. We're done for. How did you get here? Who goes there? How did you find us? What do you mean I stand out like a sore thumb? Huh. If the purebloods over at Victor Spoils hadn't given away our location, you'd never have found us. Those stuck-up assholes. Thought they could come waltzing in here to me, demanding ceruleum with nothing to offer in return? Ha! Looks like the boot's on the other foot now the capital's gone to shite. So they've resorted to sending you to negotiate? I know your game, sellsword. If they think we'll give in to intimidation, they've got another thing coming. Oh. Excuse me. Calm down, brother. I'll deal with you. Am I dead yet? There you are. Just after you left, Licinia asked me to go and catch up with you in case you needed a hand. Someone must have let slip that I have a little experience in transporting barrels of ceruleum. Huh. So this is Tapper's den. Well then, after you. Okay.
Okay.
Who are you? What happened to the guards? The Orsians and rebels here to save the people of Garlemald? That doesn't make any goddamn sense! Why in the hells would you pass up this chance to put those Imperial bastards to the sword?
Let me guess. None of you are Garlean. You were brought up here from other lands.
Kiribania, Yangsha, Boja, Dalmasca, to name a few. Some dragged here against our own will. Others fed Bolocks about a better life, or put to work extracting ceruleum, all given the esteemed title of Arn, placing us firmly on the bottom rung of the ladder. The old hierarchy means nothing in the new Garlemald, says we. About the only thing that's escaped more or less unscathed is Cerelia engines, still sustaining us even with our paymasters out of the picture.
We hear you're experts in drawing up ceruleum from the bottom of the lake, but how can you do that if it's frozen over?
Ha! Wouldn't you like to know? Trade secrets, I'm afraid. At any rate, it's not as if ceruleum is used for much these days, what with the city in ruins. We take enough to power our heaters and save the surplus for later. And though it helps stave off the cold, it does sod all about our hunger unless we can trade it away. Speaking of which, be sure to tell your contingent we've got ceruleum by the barrelful. They're interested. We'll exchange it for whatever provisions they're willing to spare.
We can certainly ask, but if you're all free to go now, why carry on living here?
Free to go? Go where? Even if we managed to get back to our homelands, there'd be nothing left for us thanks to the Empire. The knowledge and skills we acquired working here would be practically useless outside of Garlemald. We're staying here for the time being. Long as there's a need for ceruleum, we'll find a way to get by, even if Garlemald as we knew it is gone for good.
Gone for good? Regardless of what the Ilsabard contingent does for the people of Garlemald, the Empire itself is already a thing of the past. For many, there will be a cause for celebration, while for others, their whole way of life would have been turned upside down. After all the atrocities committed in the Empire's name, perhaps it is for the best that it is consigned to history. But what of the ordinary people? Their lives, the stories? Should they be forgotten too? I suppose there'll be plenty of time to ponder that later. For now, let's see about getting some ceruleum.
At the end of the trail, Jarek is amenable to making a deal. So, you've come seeking ceruleum, have you? What? Those purebloods up at Victor's Spoil sent you? To turn to their enemies for help? They must be more desperate than I thought. Then again, Licinia's got her little sister to think about.
A sister? But we only saw Licinia and 3 men.
It's possible she died from whatever was ailing her. If she needed treatment, I doubt there'd be any way to get it around here. I may have refused Licinia at first, thinking she'd come back with something to exchange. But I can spare them a bottle's worth of ceruleum. Consider it a reward for introducing me to the rest of your contingent. Be sure to send them our way, you hear?
I can't for the life of me think why Licinia would keep her sister a secret from us, but we can ask about that after we've delivered the Ceruleum. Come on now, let's hurry back.
Let's hurry back. Cerulean engines. Right. Gotta make our way back over there at the outpost. Thankfully, we still have our Lamborghini to make our way a little faster. Got to go fast, like Sonic. Yes.
This isn't right. It's too quiet. I would have thought Alphanord would still be treating them by the fire. They're nowhere to be seen. I look inside the house, while you search outside. They can't have gone too far.
Excuse me?
Oh, hello. What the hell? Damn it. Damn it all! Equally fitting and insulting. Feel like a filthy Garlean. They asked me to help carry supplies, but when I followed them back here, they attacked me, caught me off guard, forced me to defend myself. I fear they fared rather worse than me. You can't fool us. We know what you're about. Vultures. That's what you are. Waiting in the wings for us to show weakness, and then you swoop in. Here to help. What rot! All a ploy to make us lower our guard. Let you in, put ourselves at your mercy. Put us in chains, steal our lands, get your revenge. You're wrong. That's not what any of us want. Save the arguments for later. We've got bigger problems. I found empty medicine bottles and a bet that was still warm. It's true. Licinia was hiding her sick sister inside the house. But now, there's no sign of either of them. Where are they? Where did they go? Away from you and yours. And if you think I'll tell you, you're a fool. I'd never give up my people. We're trying to help him, you idiot. Her sister's ill. The empty bottles prove it. So the medicine ran out, or she put it in her pockets to make it easier to carry, or to avoid the sound of clinking glass. There are beasts everywhere. How could you let them go alone? To protect them from you. You invade our homeland to Tainted with the same sorcery used to slay our countrymen. A Garlean should sooner die than suffer the insult. Better for them to flee, keep their purity intact, than be corrupted by your vile magics. We were waiting for a chance to free them, since the moment you arrived. This is getting us nowhere. I cannot say how Licinia and her sister will react when we find them. Find them we must. Go on without me, both of you. I first need to tend to my injuries. And theirs. I'll join you later in the search. Alright. Be careful. We'll do our best to find them quickly. There's only one path out of here. So that's where we'll start. My British accent needs work. So we'll start there. Fuck me. I will follow as soon as I can. After I've given them some basic treatment, I'll take the men inside the house and use a light sleeping enchantment to help them rest and ensure they don't cause any more trouble. I'm sorry, but this is something I must do. Rob us of our lands. Rob us of our pride. No. No. I'll not allow it. Better to die free than live in servitude and shame. The girls would say the same. Two sets of fresh footprints. Young women, judging by their size. This is definitely them. Come on. And inside the car we go. Everybody. Everybody do the nay, nay, hey, hey, hey. Quickly. Quickly. We must ride the Lamborghini. Detective Frog on the case. Hopping around and about. The Frog of Light. I'm right over here, Alizé. Quick. The trail stops at the frozen lake. Perhaps they chose this route so as not to leave footprints. Can't think of any other reason. Look at this place. It's crawling with beasts, and I can only imagine how hard it must be for her ailing sister to cross the ice. We could really do with Alphinaud's help. We can't afford to wait for him. Let's split up and look for clues. Blues clues. Ah. Okay, gotta find some clues, brother. Back to the Lamborghini, though. Hoppity hop, hop, hop. Hoppity hop. Empty bottle. The empty bottle smells faintly of alcohol. The thin coating of dirt indicates it has been here for some time and is unlikely to have any connection to Licinia or her sister. Climate-controlled Lamborghini with the finest tires provided by Tesla. Get inside my Cybertruck, mother cluckers. Let's get this shit done. My broskies. Oh, fuck me. A fate. What are these? They're so cute! Oh, my lord! Oh, they're so cute! Oh! What are you? What are you? A little bird? Oh! I don't want to fight you. Give me little kisses. Kiss me. No! Ah, shit. Okay. I see. You really want to do this? Guess I'm gonna have to kill you, bunch. Fucking hell. Oh, they have a lot of health. Dang it. Doink. Many birds were found on this fine day.
Whee!
They're so cute, though. Why do I have to kill them? And the sound effects they make, too. Oh, man.
Oh, Sniegovic and the Sniegovic. Little Sniegovic.
Doink, doink. Right. Oh, the progress bar is taking a little while, though. This is kind of meant to be done with other people, yeah. Most likely. Oh, dang it. Ugh.
No! Whee!
Come on, man. Darn it. Okay, on the flip side, I think we're actually going to be... I know this is taking a little bit of a long time to do this alone, but I think we might actually level up from doing this alone. Hopefully. We're pretty close to level 83 here. Not too far now. You know what? Let me just spam this for a little bit. See what happens. Boink. Ugh. God. Come on, man. Okay, we didn't level up from that. Wow, what a disappointment. Okay. All right. Not the end of the world. The blood staining the snow appears to be fresh. Judging by the amount, the victim may have been severely wounded. The trail of blood leads southeastwards. Eastwards.
Southeastwards, oh my. I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. We shall go. Find our way.
Oh no. No. What? What? No. No. You're kidding me. No way. Oh no. Oh, and their footprints. Wait, no, those are mine. I thought. I was gonna say their footprints form a heart. No. No. Oh my god. Fucking no. Oh my god. No punches. Two bodies. The two bodies are already cold. There's no way. This reminds me of the desert area in that one cutscene in, what's it called now? Shadowbringers, remember? When the kid turns into the thing. Or no, I think it's not the kid, but the lady, yeah, that. Oh no. Oh no 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 no.
Blood trail. We found one. They were attacked.
Thank you. Yes, Tesleen. Yes, the Aura. I think she was an Aura, right? Or no, maybe that was the kid with the vacant face.
Why wouldn't they?
Safer to brave the wilds than trust in our magic. We should have... I should have... We can't leave them like this. We have to take them home.
What if we're only making it worse?
Maybe we don't belong here, but neither do they. Not out here in the wind and the cold.
Oh. Jeez. Alright, jeez,
I heard the
Louise.
story about Varus's voice from beyond the grave. Of course, I didn't believe it, but Licinia and her sister did. Perhaps there is something to the tale after all. I want to understand. So I'm going to borrow this for a while, if that's all right. You had every reason not to trust us. We came as trespassers, invaders. But I pray that in time, we will be more than that to you. That we will find a way to help your loved ones. And see that no more children are left to freeze alone in the snow.
There must have been something we could have done. But what? We have never come here. They'd still be alive if we hadn't. If only we had a chance to talk things over. But it's too late now. Too late by far.
A way forward. Alphinaud's resolve may be shaken, but he has not forgotten his duty.
We have already caused enough harm here. Let us return to the camp before we cause any more. Indeed, Sam. Fucking level up sound, ruining the mood! And as for those inside the house, we should send someone to take care of them. Someone who isn't us. All we can do for now is make our report to Lucia and do everything in our power to prevent further tragedy. So let us linger here no more. Come.
Why here? Yoshida!
Why do you do this? Yoshida-san. Why? Hello, everyone. I've arrived. Is it okay if I park over here? Can I? Am I allowed to? I'm not gonna get a ticket, I hope. Yes?
Ribbit. Forgive me for saying, but the three of you appear rather drained since your return. Is there aught I might to be of assistance?
Treatment of the tempered is proceeding as well as it can be expected. If there is anything to report, you will be sure to know. Though I gather you have a report of your own to deliver. Is something the matter? The twins look out of sorts. And you too seem a bit off. Alizé and Alphinaud tell me they have finished their preliminary search for survivors, but refrain from saying much more than that. Clearly, they are reluctant to provide details. Might I ask for your account? Well, you see, there was a girl, and she was kind of doing this and that, and then they died with their sister.
Thank you for your report. We shall inform the troops of these developments, and instruct them to proceed with the utmost caution should they encounter any survivors.
Allow me to go and speak with the ones at the victor's spoils. They may be more willing to listen to a fellow Garlean and accept our offer of assistance.
I pray you are right. And though I am loath to burden you any further, should there be an appropriate occasion to speak of Licinia and her sister, please do so.
I am sorry to have put you through this.
So tell me, what else have we learned?
Oops, I accidentally skipped a bubble. Dialogue bubble.
As you may have already heard, we have succeeded in curing the members of the Populares, Maxima identified. They have provided us with some intriguing insights into the current state of Garlemald. The assassination of Emperor Varus was the catalyst for the civil war. Nerva declared his claim to the throne, and his opponents refused to recognize it. Fighting broke out in the capital, where Nerva's 3rd Legion clashed with the 1st, who remained loyal to Varus even after his death.
Of course, even Imperial warmongers would balk at the idea of turning their shining city into a battleground. Like burning down the wood to spite the wasps. Neither side would be so mad. Unless something or someone inflamed their animosity to such an extent that they could not help but act against their better judgment.
It brings to mind events at the Gimlet Dark, does it not? The Emperor's sudden withdrawal from the front lines, specifically. Nerva and his father, Titus, Varus's then political rival, took advantage of rumors that Crown Prince Xenos had been possessed by a demon.
Elidibus, what better way to disparage your enemies than with the truth, or a close enough approximation?
Indeed. But before their accusations could be substantiated, many of Titus's followers were silenced. While some were merely stripped of their status, others died under curious circumstances. One after another, suddenly and suspiciously.
Again, Elidibus. Like as not, he had a hand in it. No evidence was found to implicate Varus, certainly. Nevertheless, Titus, Nerva, and the 3rd Legion would have judged it a brazen attempt by the Emperor to rid himself of his political enemies. And then, in the midst of this growing turmoil, Varus Sosgalvis is murdered. And Garlemald's own prodigal son, Gaius van Belsar, is named the murderer. Shortly thereafter, Nerva claims the right of succession, and in response, the 1st Legion claims the assassination was part of a coup d'etat orchestrated by Titus and Nerva.
So no one is at fault, and everyone else is to blame.
I should add that both parties received substantial financial backing, presumably to provide them with the means and encouragement to pursue a swift victory, and that these contributions came from the self-same benefactor.
I'd heard House Brutus had been filling the 3rd Legion's coffers, but the 1st as well.
It would seem so. Though the Populares determined that the First Legion received funds from a variety of organizations, all had connections to House Brutus.
So Fandaniel, in the guise of Asahi, was playing both sides against each other the entire time.
The information we gained from my friends does not end there. One night, shortly after fighting broke out, the capital was shaken by an immense tremor. From that point onward, they have no memories, no recollection of any events, including our clash on the Magna Glaciers. But when asked about the Imperial Palace and its bizarre transformation, they somehow recall Emperor Varus giving them orders in their dreams. May the Tower of Babel stand as testament to the glory of Garlemald.
This sounds awfully familiar.
We have something to show you all.
Varus spoke to them through this radio. Perhaps it was a recording, but if not, that would be inexplicable.
We are of one mind, then.
The ether that permeates the ore used in this device is almost identical to that of the talismans.
I see it. While it is likely more by coincidence than design, these devices might also ward against a primal's influence. A picture is beginning to form. If the tremor felt throughout Garlemald was a wave of ether emitted by a primal, then while those within range would have been tempered, those huddled around a radio desperate for news concerning the Civil War would have been spared.
No wonder Licinia kept it close.
My friends, I must speak with you. A young man was caught trying to steal our supplies. He is a soldier of the Iron Men, we think, but one who has not been made thrall. Thankfully, Magni restrained him before blood was spilled. The stranger is outside, if you wish to ask him questions.
I think we do.
Who do we have here?
Garleans? Traitors to your homeland! Have you no shame?
I am Lucia Junius, a Temple Knight of Ishgard. And you are?
Julius Pier Norbanus. And that's all you invaders will get from me.
We are not here to invade Garlemald. Far from it. Like you, our allies in Eorzea and the Far East fight in defense of their lives and their loved ones even as we speak. But it is the people of Garlemald who have suffered most. This we know. And that is why we have come to offer you our aid, that we may unite against our common foe. Whether you believe me or not, those are the facts. Now, answer me this. Why would a proud soldier of the Empire be reduced to stealing? The situation must be dire indeed for you to go to such lengths. If it is supplies you seek, we would gladly share ours, or turn a blind eye while you leave with your spoils.
I will not negotiate. My commander will determine how to deal with you and yours. If you wish to treat with him, I will take you, but no more than 3.
I don't much like the sound of that. But if we do accept his proposal, I suggest the 2 of us and...
Please allow me and Alize to act as envoys.
May I ask why?
We have seen with our own eyes the hardships the Garleans face. How their futures and lives hang in the balance.
It's not the warmest invitation, but it's an opportunity to prove our intentions true. Maybe not a chance to make things right, but a chance to make them better.
I can see that persuading you otherwise is a lost cause, but you will
Couple of children and what? A sellsword? Is this an insult?
Not in the least. You will find that they are more than qualified to speak on our behalf.
There are many dangers on the road ahead. I will need that back.
Well then.
The lowly task of keeping watch over provisions would not normally befit the sun. But these being unusual circumstances, I will let no man take that which is not by rights theirs.
We captured the boy as he was about to make off with our food. He must be very hungry to take such risks. Maybe we should give him something to eat. Reward him for his boldness.
Julius Pirnorbanus. It is unusual for one so young to achieve such a high rank. Very unusual. His uniform identifies him as a member of the 1st Legion, which has a particularly fierce reputation. Whoever his superior may be, I advise you to approach them with caution.
They are resilient in the face of hardship. You as well. But good intentions and stubborn determination alone will not be enough to bring our mission to a successful conclusion. Be on your guard.
I worry they were not in the best state of mind to volunteer for this undertaking, but what's done is done. I know you will take good care of them, and yourself as well, I trust.
Said your farewells, have you?
You will be received as invited guests, and so I urge you to observe proper social etiquette and conduct yourselves accordingly. Your safe return takes precedence above all else. Remember this. Thancred, in particular, will be worried sick if you're gone too long. May the Fury watch over and keep you.
Are you and the children ready?
I will explain the route once we are outside of your camp. If anyone attempts to follow us, we will judge it as an act of hostility. We will not hesitate to take appropriate measures. I would expect nothing less. You have our full cooperation.
Wow.
Wowie zowie.
Where do you think their headquarters are? I assume there are a few others beside him and this commander he mentioned. We will do only as instructed. After all, this is what we have been striving for ever since we arrived.
All right, this is far enough. Listen carefully. We head over that hill, then follow the road until we reach Liminal Station 4. Children in the lead, I want you where I can see you.
We do have names, you know. I'm Alizé and he's Alphinaud. And last but not least, there's Valkyria.
Valkyria? Where have I heard that before? No matter, Alphinaud and Alizé will watch the road ahead while we bring up the rear. I wasn't lying about there being many dangers, so you're to run. Not saunter, run towards the station. If you even think about going for your weapon, deal's off. Should any creatures bar the way, we go around them. Once you choose to depart, Julius will accompany you. Alphinaud and Alizé will then begin moving towards the destination. Make your way to Liminal Station 4 without falling behind. If you leave Julius behind for any reason, you may try again by returning to the starting point.
Ready to make a dash for the station?
Gotta run from the rear. Oh, there's a beast. Okay, we're not gonna fight it.
If we follow this, it should lead to the station. Not the easiest surface to run on. God.
We'd better not draw attention. Oh shit.
That's the station, I presume.
This is it. The first stop, that is. Good. It looks like your friends knew better than to follow us.
Are these your headquarters?
No. We're stopping here so I can check for pursuers. Since it appears you've kept to your side of the bargain, we can carry on. North of the station is Regio Demorum, one of the main residential areas, where at least it was. The afflicted roam the streets in packs. They'll tear us to shreds if given the chance. Keep close. No wandering off. Understood? The last bastion. Julius knows only too well that danger lurks around every corner. From here, we'll be heading northeast, keeping to the left of the railway. While the route itself is straightforward, getting past the hordes unseen is anything but. Keep your weapons at the ready.
They would attack their own countrymen?
Aye, they spare their own but slaughter the rest without hesitation. Though we'll try to avoid detection, the chances of sneaking by completely unnoticed are slim at best. I will lead the way, but in the event we are seen, you to fight them off.
Those two will follow us, provided they can refrain from drawing their weapons. While I doubt they would be foolish enough to stab their guide in the back, they will not take the chance. With that said, let us proceed. Let us proceed. Okay. Oh. Oh snap. Oh snap. Like how my dudes aren't helping. My broskies. I'm the only one taking these guys on. Okay. It's really entertaining for you guys. You want some popcorn? Oh. Yeah, I got zapped. Oh, there's cars in the game. What? There's cars. There's cars in Eorzea. Oh my god. Cars in Eorzea. Hey, my car's cooler. I've got a cooler car. Who do you think you are? Where are you? You're stupid little Toyota. I got a Lamborghini, bro. I see why your comrades chose you. Julius, our contingent has a cure for the afflicted, or tempered as we call them. Your people would need to be taken into custody that we may administer the treatment, but they would eventually regain their sanity. Is that so? For all I know, your treatment would simply force them to forsake one master for another. As far as I and my legion are concerned, they are no longer our people. They're beyond saving. Those who thought differently and tried to reason with them were butchered for their bleeding hearts. Come, we have to keep moving. Okay, Lamborghini time, or Ferrari, or Porsche. No, no. The runaway train. Is this a reference to Final Fantasy VII? I reckon. Easy. Looks like we're not being followed. We will continue onward. Onward we go. Oh shit. He truly believes there's nothing that can be done for them. No wonder he isn't afraid to get his hands dirty. The surest way to limit casualties is to reach our destination without drawing attention to ourselves. Perhaps afterwards we can try again to convince Julius that the tempered can be saved. I meant what I said. These people deserve only death. I stayed my hand before only out of a desire to remain undiscovered. That is still the higher priority. We should continue to avoid any unnecessary confrontations. Keep following the railway.
Okay. Here we go. Oh, there's stuff growing out of these people's backs. What the hell is going on with you, sir? You got some purple noodles on you. Look at what they have become. Would you still stand there and claim that they can be cured? Those exposed to a vast quantity of a primal's ether may suffer severe corruption. Even with treatment, such victims are beyond salvation. Then you admit it. Now that you have seen these monstrosities for yourself, perhaps you will think twice before speaking of a cure. Perhaps. Perhaps. Oh, wait. There's an etherite. Hold on.
Hold on a second. Wait a minute. I see an etherite.
Let me drive my car. My fancy car. It looks like maybe the etherite will appear later. I guess maybe there's supposed to be an event that happens prior. Oh no. I don't see. Tertium. Maybe it's underneath. Like, probably underground or some crap. Yeah, looks like there's an entrance to this underground area. Looks like it. We're almost there. You've kept your side of the agreement, so I will keep mine. This way. Okay. This is Tertium, one of Garlemald's largest stations. It now serves as our headquarters. I've already sent the twins ahead. I will be with you soon, so wait for me at the bottom of the stairs. Go on, down the stairs like I told you. Or is this your first time into an underground station? They're all over Garlemald. Even during severe blizzards, we could use them to travel from one end of the city to another. Back when they were still in operation, that is. Oh shit. We got trains over here. That's cool. They got cars and trains. It's Theodora. Hello. Huh? What does she say? She clearly has no intention of speaking with you. Why?
Theodora, are you okay? Well then. Guys having an emo moment.
I had no idea they had such expansive structures built underground. I had no idea. Yeah. It's plain to see why they chose this as their base of operations. They could have done a lot worse. Even so, I imagine it's not the easiest place to live. Indeed, and if Julius was willing to make the perilous journey to Camp Broken Glass in search of food, their own supplies must be all but exhausted. They may be shielded from the wind and snow, but it's still bitterly cold. Much like Victor's spoils, it must be a constant struggle to keep their people warm.
Lower your voices, or you may be here as my guests. The others will not take kindly to your presence. My commander is in the locomotive over there.
Ta-ta. Beep, 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 beep. This is a pretty cool area, I'm not gonna lie. I like the setting. I like it. The etherite is not responding. Frick. Alright, guys. I think therefore I am. I'm gonna go ahead and call it a day here. This is where we're gonna end the stream on this note at this point in the game. I think this is a good stopping spot for us to conclude the stream, because I'll tell you what, I do have to be at work tomorrow. So I wake up rather early. I wake up at 4 in the morning because I have work at 6. So getting ready, it takes a little while and whatnot. But this is going to be it for today's broadcast, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for hanging out, for tuning in. I had a lot of fun playing some Final Fantasy XIV today. You can expect a stream potentially tomorrow in the later part of the day. Probably going to be live in the later afternoon tomorrow. I want to say maybe 4 or 5 p.m. Eastern, maybe even earlier if I can manage. But this is going to be it for now. Thank you for hanging out, for tuning in. Sam, Lurkers, company. Thank you so much for being a good source of positive energy. And if you're new to the stream, whether it be on the YouTube or the Twitch, why not hit the follow button or subscribe, whichever platform you're watching on. That way, you will not miss a live stream. Speaking of finding a surefire way to not miss a stream, you can also follow me on my social media, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube Shorts, including Twitter. So what I typically do whenever I go live is I'll put up a video reel on my socials, letting you guys know that I'm live on YouTube and Twitch. If you also want to be a part of the community beyond the Twitch chat or the YouTube chat, you can also join our Discord server. We have a community hub for you to be a part of, where we have all sorts of categories, gaming and non-gaming related. We have food porn on there, pets and nature, Final Fantasy XIV, Overwatch 2, you name it. Otherwise, while you do wait on the next stream, which will hopefully be tomorrow, you can also check out some of my voice impressions from Overwatch 2. I've had the great pleasure of recording a bunch of voices from a game that I really hold dear to my heart. It's an important game in my journey. Overwatch, that is. But I've impersonated a bunch of characters for fun over the several past months. So if you like voice impressions or Overwatch and or feel free to watch that on your own time. But that's going to be it for me for now. Thank you sincerely for tuning in. I hope you've enjoyed your time on here. I certainly did. And I will see you guys on the flip side tomorrow, hopefully, on the new day of the new dawn. All right. This is Volk, and I am pleased to have had all of you today. Until tomorrow, or until we meet again, until the stars align. Take it easy. Have a peaceful evening ahead.